Well, howdy there, friends. Today we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from Harlem Nights have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. 1. Eddie Murphy, as Quick Varese Brown, commonly known as Quick, is a fiery would-be gangster. In the 1989 movie Harlem Nights, portrayed by Eddie Murphy, Quick embodies both the qualities of a hero and a villain. Introduced in 1919, he starts as a runner for Sugar Ray Enterprise, handling various tasks for him. When a menacing and murderous thug puts Ray's life in danger over the kids' presence, Quick takes decisive action, wielding a gun to save Ray from harm. At the age of 15, Murphy found inspiration in Richard Pree's comedy album That Nigger's Crazy, which fueled his aspiration to become a comedian. During his childhood, Murphy honed his skills by playing multiple characters, drawing influence from his acting idol, Peter Sears. Early influencers also included Bill Cosby, Red Fox, Robin Williams, Muhammad A., Bruce Lee, and Charlie Chaplin. Murphy marks the commencement of his career on July 9, 1976, with a talent show performance at the Roosevelt Youth Center featuring an impersonation of singer Al Green singing "Let's Stay Together." This opened doors to gigs at nearby clubs and later to late-night jobs requiring train commutes. His commitment led to secretive school skipping until his mother discovered it at the end of his senior year, necessitating summer school. In the late 1980s, Murphy became a father to two sons in quick succession. Eric, born C. 1989, with then-girlfriend Piatt Mackney, and Christian, born C. 1990, with then-girlfriend Tamara Hood. In 1988, Murphy initiated a long-term romantic relationship with Nicole Mitchell, whom he met at an NAACP Image Award show. After nearly 2 years of cohabitation, they married at the Grand Ballroom of the Plaza Hotel in New York City on March 18, 1993. The couple has 5 children together: Bria Miles, Shane, Zola, and Bella. In August 2005, Mitchell filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, and the divorce was finalized on April 17, 2006. 2. Richard Pryor as Sugar Ray. Ray, despite his outwardly amiable demeanor, harbors a dislike for children and appears to exploit them, as seen in his interaction with young Quick. He demonstrates a level of sadism especially evident when he watches Vera engage in a fight, finding amusement along with other men. One might expect maturity from him, given the circumstances depicted in the movie, but alas, he remains sadistic, surpassing the likes of Cantone or the toothless gambler by deriving pleasure from witnessing violence. In 1963, Pryor relocated to New York City, where he commenced regular performances in clubs, alongside notable acts like Bob Dylan and Woody Allen. During one of his initial performances, he opened for singer and pianist Nina Simone at New York's Village Gate. Influenced by Bill Cosby, Pryor initially pursued a less controversial middlebrow comedic style. He gained visibility through appearances on television variety shows such as The Ed Sullivan Show, The M.V. Griffin Show, and The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. This success translated to a flourishing comedy career in Las Vegas. The first 5 tracks on the 2005 compilation CD Evolution Revolution, the early years 1966-1974, capture Pryor's material from 1966 and 1967. In 1966, he made a guest appearance on A&P episode of The Wild Wild West. Pryor crossed paths with actress Pam Grier through comedian Freddie Prinze, and they began dating. During the filming of Greased Lightning 1977, Grier played a role in helping Pryor with his reading skills and attempting to address his struggles with drug addiction. Despite dating, Grier Pryor married another woman. Additionally, he had a romantic involvement with actress Margot Kitt during the production of Some Kind of Hero, 1982, with Kerr expressing that she fell in love with Pryor almost instantly upon meeting him. On the morning of December 10, 2005, Pryor suffered his third heart attack at his Los Angeles residence. Despite his wife's unsuccessful resuscitation efforts, he was transported to a local West Side hospital where he was declared dead at 7:58 a.m. PST at the age of 65. His widow Jennifer noted at the end there was a smile on his face. 3. Red Fox as Benny Wilson. Red Fox portrayed Benny Snake Eyes Wilson, a nearly blind craps dealer. Fox gained widespread recognition through his role in the television sitcom Sanford and Son, an American adaptation of the BBC series Steptoe and Son. In this sitcom, Fox played the character Fred G. Sanford, named after Fox's father and brother, alongside co-star Dion Wilson, who portrayed his son Lamont. The show revolved around Fred and Lamont as the owners of a junk salvage store in Watts, California, navigating various humorous situations. Sanford and Son was notable for its racial humor and overt prejudices, contributing to a redefinition of the black situation comedy genre. In July 1991, Fox married Kaho Cho, a native of Seoul, South Korea. Their meeting took place at Bal's Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, despite his previous aversion to marriage after 3 divorces. Fox explained to Jet magazine that he decided to marry Cho because she stood by him during his IRS troubles. He humorously remarked, "She saw me with a nickel, and hopefully she will see me with $1. I'll give her 75 cents of it." The wedding ceremony occurred at the Little Church of the West in Las Vegas, followed by a reception at the Henda Hotel on October 11, 1991. While on a break from rehearsals for the royal family, Fox experienced a heart attack on the set. According to Delar, Ree Fox was engaged in a conversation with an Entertainment Tonight reporter during the incident. The scene he was supposed to be part of was not yet ready for shooting, and Fox, along with Reyes, was practicing. Interestingly, Fox had no lines in that particular scene. A producer with whom Reese had a disagreement with Fox about comedic instruction promptly took Fox away from the interview. 4. Danny Aiello as Phil Canton. Danny Aiello portrayed Sergeant Phil Canton, a corrupt police officer in the service of Boogie Calhoun. Aiello made his debut in the film industry in the early 1970s. Among his initial roles was as a ball player in the baseball drama Bang the Drum Slowly, 1973. Alongside Robert Dairo, Aiello made a brief appearance as small-time hood Tony Rosado in The Godfather Part 2, 1974, improvising the line Michael Corleone says hello during a hit on rival gangster Frank Pentangeli. Michael V. Gazzo Aiello showcased his singing talents in films like Hudson Hawk 1991, Once Around 1991, and Remedy 2005, in which his son Ricky Aiello and Jonathan Dewar starred. He released several albums with a big band sound, including I Just Wanted to Hear the Words 2004, Live from Atlantic City 2008, and My Christmas Song for You 2010. Aiello collaborated with Emmy songwriter Hassan Johnson on an album of standards fused with rap titled Bridges in 2011. Notably, he played the father in the video for Madonna's song Papa Don't Preach 1986, and recorded his own response song Papa Wants the Best for You, written by Artie Schroe. In 2014, Aiello penned his autobiography, I Only Know Who I Am When I Am Somebody Else. My Life on the Street, on the Stage, and in the Movies, published by Simon Euster. He was the father of stuntman and actor Danny Aiello III, who succumbed to pancreatic cancer in 2010. Another son, Rick, also an actor, passed away in 2021 from the same disease. His surviving children include Joachim and Stacey Aiello. His nephew is Michael Kay, a broadcaster for the New York Yankees. Aiello passed away on December 12, 2019 at the age of 86 in a New Jersey hospital after a brief illness. Many figures in the entertainment industry expressed their sorrow either on Twitter or through statements, including his Moonstruck co-star, Cher, and Robert Dairo, who shared the screen with Aiello in 4 films: Bang the Drum Slowly, 1973, The The Godfather Part 2, 1974, Once Upon a Time in America, 1984, and Mistress, 1992. 5. Michael Lerner as Bugsy Calhoun. Michael Lerner portrayed Bugsy Calhoun, the underworld kingpin who controls the majority of the late-night establishments in Harlem. Lerner made his inaugural television appearance at 13, participating as a quiz kid on a TV show hosted by a local sportscaster. He assumed the role of Willie Ellman in a staging of Death of a Salesman at Brooklyn College, an experience that solidified his desire to become an actor as opposed to an English professor. His classmate at the time was Joel Zwick. In 2010, he graced the West End production of Up for Grabs alongside Madonna. Lerner also featured on BBC Radio 4 in 2008 as part of the cast of David Quantick's Series 1. He portrayed Senator Brickman in the Marvel Comics 20th Century Fox film, X-Men, Days of Future Past 2014. In 2013, Lerner made a guest appearance in a Season 4 episode of Glee as Sidney Green, an investor involved in the revival of the Broadway musical Funny Girl. His character served on the judging panel observing Rachel Berry's audition for the lead role. He revisited the role of Sidney in Season 5 for several New York-based episodes, as Funny Girl debuted on Broadway. Beyond his acting pursuits, Lerner indulged in collecting rare books, relishing Cuban cigars, and, as per his own admission, excelling at poker. He had lost the tip of one index finger due to an injury sustained while slicing a tongue sandwich. While employed at a deli in New York City, Lerner passed away from complications arising from brain seizures at a hospital in Burbank, California, on April 8, 2023, at the age of 81. Six. Della Reese, as Vera Della Reese portrayed Vera Walker, the proprietress of Ray's Club. In 1969, Reese embarked on a shift toward acting, ultimately reaching her peak prominence. Her initial venture into television fame was with the talk show series Della, which concluded after 197 episodes. June 9, 1969, March 13, 1970. She became the inaugural black woman to guest host The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. In 1970, Reese featured in numerous TV movies and miniseries, held a regular role on Chico and the Man, and assumed the role of B.A. Baracus's mother in the A-Team episode Lease with an Option to Die. Following the loss of her close friend Red Fox in 1991, Reese was initially hesitant to take on the role of Tess, the mature female lead in the inspirational television drama Touched by an Angel. Despite intending for a single-episode deal with CBS and producer Martha Williamson, the network commissioned more episodes. Roma Downey's daughter, Riley Marie, had Reese as her godmother. Reese officiated the wedding of Downey and Mark Burnett in place of Downey's late mother in 1979, while taping a guest spot on The Tonight Show. Reese survived a near-fatal brain aneurysm, making a full recovery after 2 surgeries conducted by neurosurgeon Charles Drake at University Hospital in London, Ontario. In 2016, shortly after turning 85, Reese faced declining health. Undergoing multiple surgeries, she acknowledged neglecting her health for years, contributing to her development of type 2 diabetes. After her final appearance in Signed, Sealed, Delivered, she retired from acting. While Reese occasionally relies on a wheelchair, she refrains from frequent use due to concerns might exacerbate her condition. 7. Berlinda Tolbert, as Annie. Berlinda Tolbert portrayed Annie, the wife of Sugar Ray. In a 2013 interview, Tolbert expressed, "I've held only one position throughout my entire career, a professional actress." Her debut film role came from Martin Scorsese in Mean Streets in 1973, during her time in acting school. On The Jeffersons, Tolbert took on the role of Jenny, the daughter of the interracial couple Tom and Helen Willis. Jenny had been engaged to Lionel Jefferson, George and Louise's son, when they were still characters on Norman Lear's All in the Family. They wed and had a daughter. Tolbert portrayed Jenny throughout the series, spanning from 1975 to 1985. In 1981, Tolbert participated as part of the CBS team in Battle of the Network Stars. In 1983, she starred in the Maya Angelou play On a Southern Journey. Following the conclusion of The Jeffersons in 1985, Tolbert appeared in various films, including Goodfellas and Patriot Games, as well as TV shows such as ER6, Fed Under, and CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Tolbert featured in the 2011 independent film Last Ride on the Midwest Pacific. Tolbert entered matrimony with journalist Bob Reed in 1979. (8) Stan Shaw as Jack Jenkins. Stan Shaw took on the role of Jack Jenkins, the reigning heavyweight boxing champion. Shaw initiated his journey in the world of acting with the Chicago rendition of the musical Hair and the Broadway production of The Me Nobody Knows. His final Broadway endeavor, Via Galactica, was under the direction of Peter Hall. Before venturing into acting, Shaw served as an instructor in karate, judo, and jiu-jitsu in Chicago, holding a first Dan black belt in judo and jiu-jitsu, along with a second Dan in karate. Shaw featured in the Bingo Long Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings in 1976 as Esquire Joe Calloway. He also appeared in Rocky 1976 as Dipper, a rival boxer who taunts Rocky after receiving his locker. One of Shaw's memorable roles was portraying Alex Haley's maternal grandfather, Will Palmer, in the 1979 miniseries Roots: The Next Generations. Another noteworthy character was Private Washington in The Boys in Company C 1978. Shaw portrayed Toomer Smalls in The Great Santini 1979 and had roles in Fried Green Tomatoes 1991, Houseguest 1995, alongside Sinbad and Cutthroat Island 1995 with Gina Davis, where he played a pirate. His appearances include George Terrell in the 1996 disaster film Daylight and Archie Mullen in the film Freedom Song 2000. Shaw's television portfolio encompasses episodes of Starsky and Hutch, The Money Changers, Matlock, The Young Riders, Hill Street, Blues, Murder, She Wrote, The X-Files, and a 2009 episode of CSI. He had a regular stint in the 1983 TV series The Mississippi. Shaw also assumed the role of Isaac in the miniseries North and South. Currently, Shaw is involved in a film project titled Gargoyle Bob, collaborating with Vincent Ho and Ted Bonnet, with plans to develop a graphic novel based on the narrative 9. Jasmine Guy as Dominique Larreau. Jasmine Guy took on the role of Dominique Larreau, the mistress of Bugsy Calhoun. Guy commenced her television journey with a non-speaking part as a dancer in episodes of the 1982 television series Fame, directed by choreographer Debbie Allen. Guy is most recognized for her lead role as Whitley Gilbert in the television sitcom A Different World, a spin-off of The Cosby Show created by Bill Cosby and broadcasted from 1987 to 1993 on NBC. In 1987, Guy played a lead role in the off-Broadway hit musical Beehive before heading to France for a similar musical review. She has participated in various Broadway productions and national tours, portraying characters such as Crow in The Wiz, Mickey in Leader of the Pack, Betty Rizzo in Grease, and Vel Melly in Chicago. On April 6, 2009, Playbill reported Guy returned to the stage in the True Colors Theater Company production of Pearl Sigas, Blues for an Alabama Sky, directed by Andrea Fry. The show was last-minute addition to the company's season and premiered on May 4th in Atlanta. Blues followed Guy's extended run in True Colors, Miss Evers Boys, co-starring T.C. Carson of Living Single. Guy shared a close friendship with rapper Tupac Shakur, forming a connection during his guest appearance on the sitcom A Different World in 1993. After Shakur was shot in 1994, he recovered at Guy's residence. Guy appeared in his music video Temptations and later authored the biography of his mother, titled Ayan Shakur, Evolution of a Revolution. 10. Arsenio Hall. As Reggie Arsenio, Crying Man, Hall assumed the role of Reggie, the brother of Tommy Smalls. Hall later relocated to Chicago and subsequently to Los Angeles, embarking on a comedy career and making appearances on Soul Train. In 1984, he served as the announcer sidekick for Alan Thicke during the brief run of the talk show Thickie of the Night, a role that he has occasionally acknowledged with his confusion with Monty Hall. In 1997, after a 3-year hiatus from the public eye, Hall conducted an interview to dispel rumors surrounding his departure from the stage. He addressed the speculation saying, "I went on the internet and read, I was in detox at Betty Ford. I got online under a fakey name and type it in. I know a Reno better than anyone else, and he's not in detox. You idiots." H became a FA to a son born in 1998. He mentioned taking a break to raise his son before resuming the Arsenio Hall show in 2003. Although Hall had contemplated a return to the entertainment industry, he confirmed his decision during an appearance on Lopez Tonight in 2009. Initially, he considered a weekend show to avoid competing in ratings against his friend George Lopez. On May 5, 2016, Hall initiated a $5 million defamation lawsuit against Sad O'Connor, who had claimed he fueled Prince's do-ug habit and spiked his drink at a party at Eddie Murphy's house. Hall dropped the lawsuit following OK Connor's apology and retraction of her allegations. While we conclude our Harlem Nights 1989 cast then and now exploration, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into your favorite films and the actors who brought them to life. Stay tuned for our next journey into the past, and until then, keep the memories alive. Thank you, and see you in the next video.